Hello Leo Rising and Leo Moon people, this is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting July 10th, 2017. And a quick reminder for all you Leo people out there, the Tarot Home Study course is now available for purchase and download at my website, integrativemysticism.com. And I've also updated some of the forms and things like that for folks who are having some operating system incompatibility issues, so those are all available for everybody. I've also sent out emails to everyone who's sent me messages, so you should all be updated with the most recent stuff, but check the most recent ones. Alright? And of course, again, remember, it's over 3 hours of video content plus supplemental documents taken straight from the book I'm working on how to read the tarot, especially for practical and, real-life concerns. So you can get that at my website, integrativemysticism.com. It's the same place you would go to get a session with me. So what's going on with your astrology this week anyway, Leo? Well, this week, we've started off with a bit of a weird one. We've got the Sun in your 12th house of your past, your privacy, and your hidden zone, forming an opposition to Pluto, currently retrograde, in your 6th house of work, reputation, your schedule, and your physical health. And it does look like in the beginning of the week we may have to deal with some kind of issue where we are fighting a battle that somebody else has fought before us. Now this could have to do with a health concern that may have, or a health issue that may have come up with a relative or somebody who may be older than you, kind of a generational issue. Or this could be a situation where we are kind of confronting a problem and needing to join forces with somebody that is a peer or a colleague against a pervasive problem, whether it be a person or a situation in your line of work. And this may actually call you to duty when you didn't feel like having to be called to duty in this situation. And later on the week, however, we got something better. On Friday, we've got Mercury in your sign, forming a lovely sextile to Jupiter, currently in your 3rd house of communications, pacts, and promises. And we are blowing up and expanding some kind of, I guess you could say, leverage that you have through a contact, a contract, or maybe even a degree or certification that you have. Whether this is getting you more clients and customers, whether it's promoting you, or possibly a collaboration that actually yields a lot of profit for both you and the person you are collaborating with. This could be a bolster to both of your businesses, or both of your artistic endeavors, or your publishing plans, whatever they are, but it looks like help is on the way. So let's have a look and see what's going on with your cards. Well, for your cards this week, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Sigil Keeper. The Sigil Keeper is basically saying people are going to be giving you signs and messages of their intentions in a way that is easy to decode, but they may not necessarily be telling you up front. They may not be saying it plainly this week. And sometimes it's kind of, it's easy to doubt ourselves when that's happening. We don't want to get paranoid, we don't want to feel like we're being biased and reading too much into everything, like a crazy person. But this week it's very important to pay attention to when that is actually happening. Because the Sigil Keeper can often show up where a person is trying to send you a message that for some reason they can't say or share out loud. The Sigil Keeper can also show up where you need to pay attention to a sign or a message that could be a cue for you to actually begin or end something in the most timely of fashions. This could be an omen, that kind of shows up, regarding a home you're going to purchase. This could show up as a sign about a person you're about to date or something like that. Whether it's a yes or a no, it will be very easy to see, but be careful about deciding to debate with that omen. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the 9 of Swords reversed. And this card can indicate some unnecessary stress coming from a false flag, false alarm, but this doesn't seem to be something that is, that we can actually dismiss as such right away. A lot of times when it comes to the 9 of Swords reversed, we see a very high maintenance and demanding situation that can go on about nothing. This could bring a troublesome client or a troublesome customer your way, or possibly some confusion at the office. The problem is not the problem. The problem is how everyone's handling the problem. The problem could be as easy as flipping off a light switch. But if you get 12 people freaking out about how they don't know how, or they want to find out who to blame, or what the bigger meaning behind it all is, of course it's going to turn into a drama fest. The Nine of Swords reversed can also indicate a false no or a false yes coming your way. And it could be a situation where somebody is bringing a lot of doubt, and their doubts to the situation is starting to bring down morale of the of what's going on. They may be saying that we have a narrower chance at what we want, but we still get it. So be careful and make sure to keep the faith. For your communications with air when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Wheel of Fortune upright. And suddenly, we have a wonderful chance opportunity being presented to us by a friend or a relative to actually live or relive something from our past. For some reason, I'm just, getting more of the psychic intuition here about something in our past that was a chance that we missed before. And the Wheel of Fortune upright is actually saying that without any spurring of our own, without any initiative of our own, in the most hands-off and random of ways, this person is bringing that opportunity back around to us. Whether it was a great trip that we wanted to go on, or possibly, again, an opportunity that we didn't have time or availability to seize, a friend or a relative has found a way to work the kind of mojo, who knows if it's really magic, but, to actually bring it back in your favor and bring it back around to you. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Nine of Pentacles upright. Not exactly a bad challenge this week. The Nine of Pentacles can often indicate a need to pay attention to where you are able to actually use early returns to your best interest. Okay, when we talk about quick returns, fast returns, usually the Nine of Pentacles upright shows up and something is paying off sooner than we expected it to. So that's not a bad challenge. But if we start to fritter that good fortune away, reinvest it too soon, or go on a shopping spree, or decide that we are going to, do something to fritter it away, this might be the problem. And I think that what the Nine of Pentacles upright is basically saying that, be careful this week. You're not necessarily counting your chickens when it comes to an easy, an easy breakthrough, or perhaps, an early payoff that's coming your way. But it may not be the soundest of reasoning for you to start trying to debut a lot of other things too early. Okay? So just enjoy your good fortune and have a nice celebratory moment. Don't go and try and rush everything up or move everything up ahead. That may be too much to handle. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we've got the Three of Swords reversed. And your partner or your crush may be concealing some anxiety or some kind of worry that they're trying to sweep under the rug. And you may actually be noticing that this is not necessarily a healthy thing to do. The Three of Swords reversed can often indicate a situation where people are afraid to air negativity. They're afraid to perhaps be honest with their emotions. And nowadays in the spiritual community we have this cult of happiness where having an emotional range is seen as low vibrational. Guess how I feel about that. The Three of Swords reversed is honestly saying here that this is something that, again, this person does need to share because this is something that can be worked out. They may be keeping it from you because they're trying to solve this problem or handle it on their own when they can't handle it on their own. Or they may actually be worried that you might not necessarily understand where they are coming from, or perhaps they think that you might actually suffer because the information was shared in the first place. Work on a team and encourage that teamwork, and remember, you two can stay in it together. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it, Leo. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.